Hey everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast for Thursday, April 30th, 2020. Alright, so today we have the moon well set in protective Cancer. So really good day to get in touch with our protective side, both for creating a protective environment for ourselves, but also for our relationships or for others is a great way of working with this. Great time of cultivating our nurturing, caring, and helpful side with Cancer. Now we are in the first quarter phase of the lunar cycle, which means the Sun and Moon are in a square. We do have that fiery energy with the larger lunar month in terms of developing our initiating side this month and our independence with Aries. But now our first challenges of the lunar cycle. How can we challenge ourselves to integrate both the fiery side of ourselves and that emotional and protective side? As we get into tomorrow, Mercury will be getting close to Uranus, so there could be maybe some things we're thinking about outside the box. Maybe quite future progressive thinking, which can maybe lead to a new beginning, bringing in some more freedom in terms of our perspective. All right, so let's take a look at all this here in more detail when we return. All right, so here is the sky for this Thursday. And again, we are using the actual size of the constellations, which is different from mainstream astrology. If you are new to this channel, definitely check out that link down below for more information because the signs are different. All right, so let's take a look here at the moon's placement in Cancer, which represents the theme of the day and usually how we're feeling emotionally. And in this case, in Cancer, the crab. So the constellation of the crab is about that hard shell of creating that protective environment so that we can connect to the softer elements of life, which is our feelings, what's important to us on an intrinsic level, maybe spending time at home, private life, maybe with family, and creating that environment to do so. So great time of the lunar month to develop our protective side, both for ourselves and others. Now, this is very different from where we do have the Sun and Mercury at the moment, which is in fiery and initiating Aries. So this larger lunar month, the larger picture here is around taking initiative. And so it's been and still is a great day for seeing what are our personal needs, how can we express ourselves directly, assertively now that Mercury is in Aries, how can we think about what our goals are, how we can take initiative, get into some of that fire type of energy. And the challenge here today is that we are in the first quarter phase, which means that the Sun and Moon are in very different constellations. The Sun represents more of our outer focus, which is, again, great for that fire energy, but our emotions, our inner world, is more in that protective realm of Cancer, in the water realms. So that's the challenge today. How can we integrate both the fire initiating and direct side, as well as the protective, helpful, nurturing, caring side, which is Cancer. And in this way, it becomes very constructive. We did have that new moon a week ago. So if there has been anything new in your life surfacing from the past week or new perspectives, it could be an excellent part of the week now to challenge ourselves to integrate. So in terms of the aspects, the aspect we'll feel will probably be in the very later part of the day, which is Mercury getting very close to Uranus. So Mercury, the planet of our minds and communications, going over erratic and progressive Uranus. So with this going into tomorrow, we could start to feel a bit of a progressive mind. Great to start thinking outside of our normal mode of thinking about things. How can we experiment with things that involve communication, experiment with learning, reading, writing, maybe something like this starting to come anew. Usually conjunctions do mean on some level a new beginning, and this was part of the new moon that we had as well. So maybe another step in the right direction in regards to bringing in more freedom in our life. You know, this whole lunar cycle that started a week ago has been about cultivating more of our true self, experimenting, getting outside of our comfort zone, listening to our excitement. And now with Mercury activating this, there could be another step in the right direction with that, but maybe specifically dealing with how we're communicating or how we're thinking about things. So great day for this, very supportive for all things that involve Uranus type of stuff like technology, groups, community, focusing on the world, contribution, online, innovative stuff, right? Things like this really good to use our mind towards or maybe think about with Mercury close to Uranus. All right, everyone, so that's the day in a nutshell. Most important thing is this first quarter phase with Mercury over Uranus. So great to think outside the box, get into that progressive visionary side of our thoughts and communications, all while seeing the bigger picture of initiative and cultivating our personal needs and desires at this time, while today specifically creating that protective environment for ourselves and others. All right, so everyone have a fantastic day. Thank you again for watching. Be sure to click that like button. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for these daily videos, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the next daily forecast. Take care.